Hey everyone, welcome to I Totally Love It. My name is Susan, and if you're new here, welcome. Um, if you've been here before, you heard me say I wasn't probably going to do Margarete Miller, and yet here I am. I watched a couple videos. I watched Susan Gazaway, and I watched Nellie and Ruth Designs, and they did their week one already, and I was like, yeah, I'll do it. So I got on Etsy and I purchased the volume 4 prompts for 52 weeks of assignments. Did you guys know she had a Christmas one? I didn't know that. I'll have to remember that next year. So anyways, if you're new to Margarete Miller, a quick rundown of how the assignments work. So each week she has a list of prompts. There's 5 and a bonus. So you read through your assignment, you determine if you're able to find all 5 of the prompts, and the bonus is there in case you need to swap out one of your other prompts. So if you, let's say you can't find something that's usually kept cold, but you have an unusual symbol, then you can swap it out, or you can try to do all 6. Choose a glue book or somewhere you'd like to create your collage. I'll talk about what I'm deciding to use in a minute. Use a piece of scrap pattern paper in your collage or as a background. I didn't always do that this past year, so I think I'm going to be better at that because I have a ton of paper. As you create a collage with your 5 prompts, add a sticker, a rubber stamping, or anything else to embellish it if you'd like. And on Nellie Ruth's channel, she was mentioning that Nellie and Ruth. She was mentioning that, she usually doesn't do that. And if you're on social media, use the hashtag, which this year, I noticed there's not a P for a planner. I also didn't notice that she had the planners available anymore. I think most people typically just make it in whatever they have. So let me talk to you about what I have. So, like I said, I didn't plan on doing it. I really didn't. So I had this little three ring binder. I can't talk today. So it is 9 by, how tall is it? 9 by 10. Oh my gosh. Holds a 6" by 9.5. Am I reading that wrong? That's 9. That's 10. I'm not sure where 6.5 by 9.5 are coming. But maybe because it is. I don't know. Anyway, so I didn't. Sometimes a little plastic thing you can kind of use for your template. I didn't have that. I don't know if this is a regular distance in a regular binder. I'll have to check. But anyways, for paper, what I decided to do was kind of deconstruct a. I have a 2021 Christian planner. I actually bought that in the middle of the year 2021, like summertime, when they are getting rid of these pretty cheaply and gearing up for the following year. Like you pre-order for the following year. They feel great, so I'm trying to preserve the cover, so maybe I can use it for something else. But the pages inside, so like I said, I didn't get it until mid-year, so all the stuff at the front, there's nothing done. And this was the last year they had the coloring page in there. So when you get back here towards the back, I didn't, I still didn't do a lot. There's some 4th of July. Yeah, I mean, I was like, I colored that one. Anyway, so there's a lot of papers left in here, not used. So I'll be taking more out. It was a really sticky binding. Like they're on there good. So these pages were not going anywhere. So I'll add more pages to my binder as we go along. I've got 2 in here for now. I've got some on standby. And these fared better when I was able to like find the actual center of the signature and clip the string and then pull them out. These not so well, but that's all right. I don't mind the raggedy edge. So I think I'm going to do mine like this year, like Susan Gazaway. And she puts the prompt list over here. So the very first year, I did it 2021. Nope, 2022, Susan. I did all 52 weeks within like 2 months. And I used a mixed media book, probably about the same size. And in the front, I just had a pocket that I made, or an envelope that I made out of scrapbook paper. And I just stored them in there. Then last year, every collage I made, I tried to make a pocket, some way to store it. I think one I had to make a paper airplane because I forgot. And I would tend to kind of forget on some of them, like, oh, I forgot I gotta have a pocket. So I thought, in order to not have to do that, I like how Susan does hers, where she puts it over here and then she's got the collage over here. I don't know if she did it that way every time, but that's what I'm going to try to do. All right, so let's look at this week's prompts for week 1 of 2024. So the hashtag is 2024 CW1. So we need something associated with water. So I pulled out a sample of things that you could use or ideas. Of course, you're going to use stuff that you got and your stash, right? So I had that piece of paper, which looks like water. Sailboats that came from students like writing thesaurus. It's getting thrown away, so I snagged one. These are old. These are Jolie's Boutique. Old, that old, and it has little things, but you're still gonna have to put glue on it. But a snowman. So I have that snowman, and I think you'll see another one in the next part. Turtle. So snow is associated. Turtle associated with water. Here's another little snowman and a snowflake. That's old creative memories. I have these 2 digitals of snowflakes. Mermaids are associated with water. Otter in the water. I had the raccoons on the other side, but I got the otters. A floaty. Oh, that would be kind of fun. I think about the floaty. I was thinking about the I don't know. It said pool day, so I just pulled out of a magazine. This came out of HGTV magazine. Boats, lighthouses, and I have some snowflake papers. These are 2 different ones. This is like scrapbook paper, thick. It came out of like a pad of paper. This one came out, this is from Hobby Lobby. It's called Snowflake Mix. This is one of those 8.5 by 11 pieces of paper. It's a little thicker than regular copy paper, so maybe like a 24-pound. I don't think it's quite 28 pounds, but all right. So those right here and this one and this one could also work for. I'm gonna skip down to something that's usually kept cold. In addition to those things, I have polar bear. Unless I remember growing up. I'm from South Texas, like south, like the tip. When it comes to the tip of the bottom. I remember we had polar bears at the zoo. I used to think that's gotta be miserable. It's so hot down here. Your drink. This is hibiscus iced tea. I don't like iced tea. This eggnog mousse snowman. Those are cute. So you can do that. These drinks right here, slushies, definitely got to be kept cold. All right, a portion of a poem or song you enjoy. I think if I go kind of wintry versus if I go kind of summery is going to determine the song I pick because I know a lot of songs with something water related, rain, just to kind of. I'm really, really gonna work hard on making this all kind of flow together. All right, pattern paper. Oh, let's skip to something a light shade of blue. So I have this um, scrap of wedding paper, wrapping paper. There's this little birdhouse here that is super duper cute. And then it shows you pattern paper as well. So this is kind of light shades of blue. It's kind of watery. It's pattern paper. And then since there's going to be maybe music lyrics, song lyrics, we may have just a piece of music up here to kind of tie that in. And the snowflake papers or pattern papers. So I've got to decide which direction do I want to go and bringing it all together. So, and then the bonus is an unusual symbol or shape, and can't think of anything off the top of my head right now, but you know what? I'm not going to give up on it. I might come across something here in a little bit as I'm putting this together. So let me get my thoughts together. Let me cut out the things I decide I want to use, and I'll be right back. All right, I think I've figured out what I want to do. All right, so I have that piece of paper, and I know there's a hole cut out because I think that was December 2022 because I didn't do it for 23. I cut that out for something that we made, but I want to like waste paper so I can actually fill that hole. And since we're going to use music or lyrics, let's put a piece of music in there. So that'll fill that little hole there. All right, so this is my pattern paper. Technically, that's music. It's music pattern. All right, and then something associated with water. I went ahead and cut out that little Barbie pool floaty. It's like a plane. All right, and then portion of a poem or song. I've got this, and it's on a light shade of blue. So this is Somewhere Beyond the Sea. It's just the first verse by Bobby Darin. I won't sing it for you, but here, you're welcome to pause and sing it. Okay. So that's going to go somewhere, I think, in here. Something that's usually kept cold. Well, a snowman, but also this dessert. So you can see it either way. We're going to have him sitting here on top of this floaty in the pool. We're going to have the lyrics. Let's see. Let's pop this down a little bit. Come on down. Something like that. There we go. And then I really couldn't decide on an unusual symbol or shape, and I don't know if I'm overthinking it. Like, should I find an unusual car emblem that you guys don't know, or I mean, I could cut a piece of paper all kinds of funky ways, but I don't know. I feel like that's just kind of pushing it. So I think I'll just leave it at that. So something associated with water. And then, of course, the paper looks like water. A portion of a poem or song you enjoy, and it's related to water. Pattern paper. Something usually kept cold. Light shade of blue. All right, not too shabby. So let's glue this, and then we'll figure out how we're going to put the thingy there. All right, I really need to use up my art glitter glue. I didn't realize this stuff expired, you guys. Did you? I have the big refill bottle, and I need to use it up. I didn't realize it expired. I was watching Margaret over at Seven Plaza, and she was talking about that, and I was like, what? So, and I've just been kind of using my Barely Art glue. All right, so here we go. Let's see if any glue will come out. Oh, it does. Christmas Miracle. Well, New Year's Eve Miracle. So yeah, I'm filming this New Year's Eve, so you're gonna see this New Year's Day. So I hope you have a happy New Year. And I know this past year I did Margarete Miller. I had my videos come out on Sunday, but I've moved my junk journal sketches to Sunday. So, sketches Sunday, Sunday sketches or something. I don't think I want to use Sunday sketches because I think there's someone out there that does cards. Oh my gosh, stuff just started falling. Anyway, I'm gonna collect myself for a second here. Anyway, so I'm gonna do Margarete Miller Mondays because that makes more sense. Anyways, alliterationally. That has to. Then I do which one Wednesday, and if you're joining in, let me know because I feel like I'm on a lonely pool floaty out in the middle of the deep end. And I need some friends to come out and swim with me. Bring your floaty. Whether it's a Barbie or not. I haven't seen the movie. Guess if it comes on a movie channel, I'll watch it, or Netflix or something. I haven't been to the theater in a long time, except to buy popcorn. Like you can buy that big. I don't know about your theater where you live, but we can buy like a big pop and pack, something like that. Oh, that glue got all over my fingers. All right, let's figure out. Sorry, dude. Well, that needs to go before we glue him down. And my junk journal January videos are out, and I'm trying to keep those kind of short and sweet because some days I'll have, like this video or junk journal sketches or which one Wednesday, and I don't want you to take up too much of your time. And if you didn't know, you can always speed up these videos. Sometimes I have these playing with music anyway. I feel like I didn't trim the jar, but rather the background. All right, so there you go, my dude. So I got a little mix of winter and summer. I was really looking at songs because I was like, I want a summery song. You could even do bath related, with rubber duckies and bubbles. That's associated with water, and you could do rubber ducky, you're the one. Or you could do splish splash, I was taking a bath. All right, I know y'all didn't come to hear me sing. Okay, so we need to put this over her, but let's kind of jazz it up a little bit. Let's trim it a little bit. I didn't think about it, and could have printed 2 to a page and save some paper because it's 9 pages the way it is, the prompt list. You don't have to print it all at the same time, Susan. Tell you what, let's dive into things that are over here. And that's this bowl of scraps. So, got a little blue going on there. So you could do anything, water related. You got baths, showers. I did almost cut out a shower head. Some of these things were too small. I didn't go with them. Bath, showers. Let's make this kind of wonky. Snow, swimming pools, beaches, rain. I thought about some rain songs. I thought about Linda Ronstadt's Blue Bayou. I think Roy Orbison also sang it. Um, if it wasn't for the blue, you could do purple. Well, I guess you could probably still do Purple Rain. Well, that's, you don't even have to have the song or poem related to it, but I guess the gist of it all is you want it all to kind of flow somewhat together. So, all right. We're gonna make that wonky. All right. Oh, dude, you need to go down and stay down. All right. There we go. There is week 1 of Margarete Miller's Collage Weekly Challenge 2024. All right. I think it turned out all right. I think everything kind of flows together. It's a little more of a story, maybe. My dude's riding in the pool. You could be eating that while you're on the floaty, right? All right. If you haven't already hit the like button, would you please do so? Hit subscribe if you're not a subscriber. I would love to have you as a subscriber, and hit that notification bell. And come back next week if you're just into Margarete Miller's collages. But check out my other playlists that I have and other things that I'm working on. Maybe you'll find something you like. All right, guys. Until next time. Bye bye.